All right, guys. Well, I did a thing. I'm here at McConnell's. They're out in Lawrence, Kansas. This is their only location anymore. They used to have a couple locations, but they have an awful lot of tractors in stock. An awful lot. They've even got tractors over on the other side over there. Open stations, and they've got a lot of their cab tractors over here. They got some attachments, balers, stuff like that. Well, you guys know that I got rid of my 5075 John Deere, and I needed something to push snow with. So I landed on this one. It is a MX6000. You can see it down in there. It's an MX6000. It's got an LA 1065 loader on it. Skid loader, quick attach. I do like these over the Deeres because this is welded. The Deeres actually have two separate plates, and then they have a bar that goes through with a bolt in it, and it's real easy to get your ears, you know, your attachment plates kind of out of sync, so you have to like walk it back and forth. I had a 4066 for a while with the Deere loader on it, and I had that problem. I was going to weld a piece of 2x2 across it, but it's just got the standard bucket on it. I have a skid loader. I don't need the heavy duty bucket. It's about $1,000 upgrade, I think, after it's all said and done. Loader comes with the brush guard, and I don't know everything about this tractor. I'm not well versed with it, but I'm gonna let you know what we've come up with looking at it. Quick attach loader. It's typical deal. You slide that up, you put a little bit of, or you take some weight off of it, you put your kickstands down, take a little bit of weight off of it the way the bucket is now, and then this pin will slide out, and then you put it in your keeper, and then you lay it down on the kickstands. The MXs, so this is 64 horse or something like that. Well, let's just use this L5460 as an example. See the little baby tires? It's got like 10 16.5s on it. Well, you come over here to the MX 4-wheel drive, and it's got 12 16.5s on it. Let's see, where's the tire size? I'll show you guys. Yep, didn't have that planned out very well, did I? Can't find the tire size. But it's got, we'll go to the other side. It doesn't show the tire size on the side of that, I don't think. I was looking upside down. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that they are the 12, oh yeah, both of them are down on the bottom. Yeah, it's got 12 16.5s on it. I definitely like the bigger tires on it. A couple differences between the cab. So on the MX6000, this window doesn't operate. It's sealed in, it's glued in. On the L Grand cab, it's about the same cab, but these windows operate. So if you're worried about opening these little quarter windows, you may not want to save a little bit of money going to the MX. The mirror brackets are actually different. Here's a mirror bracket on an L series. This is a 4070 or a 4760, but same L series cab all the way across. The mirrors are actually different. They've got a different mirror bracket on that compared to that. Other little changes, like that turn signal back there looks a little different, but it may go to something different yet when they put the work lights on, because they don't have the work light kit on it yet. One of the main differences on the 3-point, you have a internal cylinder for your lift arms, and on the L Grand cabs you have external hydraulic cylinders, and it's a little bit, I'd almost say that looks a little beefier back there than what this 3-point looks like, just because of the cylinders. It does have the adjustable pin style, yep, the draft links, and then it does have the quick latch, whatever you want to call it. Get you guys held there. Makes it a little easier to hook up. It does have a little bit bigger drawbar in it than what an L series has. We can go over here. See, this is a smaller thickness drawbar, if that matters to you. Let's see, is my cab still open? We just signed paperwork, so it is my tractor. You know, you've got your steering brake, you've got 4-wheel drive. Here's your diff lock in the back, and it does not have the electric shuttle for the hydrostat like the L series has, and I can show you that next to me here. All it has is low, medium, or high, or you can say loader, mow, highway. You know, some people kind of describe it as that. This is your cruise control, just a manual cruise control. It does have a little compartment back here, and I asked him, I didn't even look. Well, that is a pretty good sized compartment. Oh, it actually comes with some bushings and stuff like that for your 3-point. Little cup holder in the back. It doesn't have a lot of storage in here compared to my Deere. My Deere had compartments everywhere, but it's a lot different tractor. You got your power port and a little bitty, I don't know what you would even put in that. Cell phones nowadays don't fit in that. It's got electric PTO, rear work lights, your draft control, and then I ordered it. We're gonna put one set of remotes on it. And then this is your loader valve, obviously. Your ignition goes there. Tilt column is there, foot operated. Here's your throttle. Let's get you guys where you can see. Here's your throttle. And then this is to turn your regen off. And then that's forced regen button. And then you have your forward work lights. And then your turn signals, hazards, horn. Horn will beep when you have the key on. And then that is your stationary PTO. If you want to, say you want to put a wood chipper on the back of it, you can hit that and you can actually run your PTO and get up out of your seat, and it won't shut the tractor off or turn the PTO off. So I've never had a tractor that well, no, I guess I have had a tractor we can do that with, but none of the small compact tractors normally have that. I am just gonna have them they generally put a Jensen, the heavy duty weather band radio in it. They've got it, and then they're gonna install that when they PDI it. You've got your AC controls, your windshield washer for your front. That's your windshield controls. Here's a mirror. Hey, it does have outside mirrors. They haven't put on it yet. I told him not to worry about putting them on, leave them in the box, because all I'm gonna do is knock them off on a tree. And that's really about it for the inside of the cab. It is a smaller cab than the Deere. It is nice. This thing has work vents, or I mean AC vents absolutely everywhere. It's got a fresh air intake up there, I believe is what it is. One of the main weird things is the right-hand door kit. It doesn't come with a right-hand door kit that you can get open from the outside. So I ordered the right-hand door kit, and they're gonna put it on. That way it'd be like that over there. You can actually get into it from the outside of the cab. Not that you would climb in, but sometimes you need to open the door because you're on that side. One of the main differences is the treadle pedal. So the treadle pedal and the MXs are the old style treadle pedal, to where you kind of move your foot off of it and you kind of go like that. Some people will run it like this. I don't necessarily run it like that. I kind of run it with my foot off to the side. We'll show you the difference over there on the L series. So let's get over here and we'll show you this. This is locked up, but I assume it takes the same key. Okay, so, and you see the difference in the seat. I'll show you the seat over there. The interior's a little different in the L Grand. That console over there is, you know, dramatically different than the MX. You still kind of have a compartment back there, but you have your low, medium, and high. You have your low, medium, and high in here, but then you also have a splitter. So instead of having 3 gears, you have 6 gears. A little bit different layout. This has got some other modes to where you can set like anti-stall and stuff like that. The only main difference in the operation of it is the pedal down here. So this pedal is electric. It's got a sensor over here on the side instead of running a valve. Well, you can treadle it, and it's very easy to move, or you can run it on the side like I normally would, and then you could actually grab it for doing loader work. You wouldn't have to move your foot. You kind of go like that. The interior of the cab, basically the same. I mean, up here, you know, you've got like the rear work lights. I don't know why they have rear, maybe actually that's your front work lights, I guess, because there's no light switch up here like there is in the MX. Everything else is kind of laid out the same, just a little nicer cab in here, same size cab, but just a little nicer cab than what's on the MX. But price wise there's a pretty good size difference. That's why for me, I don't need the anti-stall. I don't need a lot of that stuff. I really don't even need a hydrostat tractor, besides the fact that I want more people to be able to run whatever tractor I have. We're gonna space the wheels out. I told him to kick the wheels out a little bit. I don't like them when they're factory form all the way in. So we're gonna kick one out about 1.5 inches and one about 3.5 inches. I'll kind of make a decision, but a lot of times I like the center of my tire towards the outside of that front tire. It always seems like it runs pretty good for me out there. But you know, everything's nice and serviceable on it. We won't go over it. I'll probably go over, you know, taking the loader off or something. That way if somebody just buys one, or they're looking at buying one, maybe they want to know how to take the loader off, we'll take the loader off of it. I was gonna say, I think the L series, they're a little different. They have, I believe the L series actually have the lines outside, and the MX has the lines on the inside. I kind of want them on the inside so you don't get them hooked on stuff. And I'm not gonna have the loader on and off all the time. It's gonna be off for the summertime. It'll go on for winter for doing snow. So anyways, hopefully you guys like to walk around in a new tractor. This is our new girl. We'll probably get John to tint the windows, and maybe we'll do a video on him tinting the windows, because he takes the doors off, the back glass out, every glass that comes out of it. If you can unbolt it, he pulls it out and tints it that way. He'd rather do it the right way than the easy way, I guess. And then I think I'm gonna work on maybe getting some LED work lights. We're gonna figure out what work lights that we want to put on this, and I'm probably gonna put some LEDs on it and some strobes for winter time for doing snow, and we'll be good to go. For pushing snow, I almost want the biggest hydrostat they have, and the only reason I'm going with a hydrostat is if something happens to me, or I'm sick, or I just need a break. It's easier for me to put somebody in this tractor than it is to put them in a gear drive tractor, because there's a lot less things to try to relearn, or a lot less things to try to learn to do so. And I'm noticing things as I'm sitting here. So for some reason this light bracket is different. It looks like it bolts on and it sits tighter to the cab. See how tight that is to the cab? And you go over here to the L series and it still bolts on. Looks like the same bracket, same bolt spacing, but the light sits out quite a ways more than what the MX does. And the only reason I'm thinking something would be nice to do on that is if I'm putting LED strobes on it, I could put this bracket on and have my LED strobe light sitting here, go into the same wire grommet and fish it in, and then I could put strobes on it, and that'd be a real nice place to place your strobe. Just screw it on and be done. This side over here, you don't have that. I do like how close that is. My thought was I was going to use my light bracket up there, and I was actually going to make a piece that I could put my strobes up high and put them up there, and I'll probably still do that. Another main thing with the MX that I really don't love is the fuel fill. It's a small fuel tank. It's nowhere near the size of the L Grands. The L-Grins, you can fill them up from the ground. You don't have to get up on the hood of the tractor. And then it's got a pup tank there, and it also has a tank over here, and it's equalized. It's got a big, you know, like 1.5 to 2 inch hose going across it. This tank, I believe, I don't know if it's considerably smaller, but it is smaller. So running the tractor doing snow, obviously you're gonna have to fill it up more often. The nice thing is I have fuel on my truck. I have a gas station right up the street, so I can go get fuel. I actually have two, one on each direction. I can go get fuel whenever I need to. But anyways, that's the first look of the MX6000. Did get it with the loader this time. We're not going to do a Zeidberg. I don't think they physically make one for this. And two, this will give me the ability to stack snow a little better and stuff like that. My facility down there, we do snow on. It's kind of limited on where we can put snow, so stacking the snow up is somewhat of a concern. Let me see, I got one more thing that I just noticed. So they don't have the brackets here for a right hand step. Granted, you're not going to get in that way, and I almost like it without the step because it's out of the way, but that is a difference on the cab. You would think they just sit this cab on that machine, but you know, the light brackets are different. I think the windows are different, and you cannot, it didn't look like you could just add the window hinges on, because the bottom hinge, I mean, you could if you wanted to weld on it, but this hinge piece here is welded to the cab. Well, over here I just have a tab, so you would actually have to cut that tab off and weld the hinge tab to it, and then you could probably get it to work, because there's actually a hole in the cab that they have a gray sticker on where your latch assembly bolts onto. So it's not a super easy task to do something like that. Anyways, but I think it'll definitely do what we need to do with it. It's going to do seed work, seed prep, brush hog work, and we're going to push snow with it. It'll do all those things quite well. We're not pushing dirt with the loader. I am putting a weight kit in it in the back. We're putting a wheel weight kit on it, just one. That's normally what I do on this size of tractor, but anyways, we'll see what she does. We'll see what she does. You guys have a good one. I hope you liked the video. We'll get some video of it working here real soon. Thanks.